Back with another video. I was scrolling through the interwebs. I was on Twitter. I was looking at this, looking at that. And I come across this Fox News tweet. Washington bill to allow medical transgender interventions on minors without parental consent.
It's been trending all over social media. Everyone's talking about the Washington. Even Donald Trump Jr. talked about it. A lot of people talked about it.
Here's the thing. When I read that, I hate reading headlines. No, niggas that read headlines, they make me so tight. And they run away. So I read the headline and I said, that can't be true. That doesn't make any sense. So I went and I searched for the article. And boy, oh boy, what did I find? Trending politics. Just in, Washington passes bill allowing children to legally be taken from parents if parents don't consent to gender transition. A new bill passed in the state of Washington seeks to undermine parental rights by allowing shelters to provide gender transition medical services to minors without parental consent.
Yikes.
Now this is their spin. But here we got a link. Allow me to continue reading. Senate Bill 5599, sponsored by Senator Marco Lias, will allow certified shelters to contact the Department of Children, Youth, and Families instead of parents for children seeking reproductive health services or gender-affirming care.
Danger.
I click on the link. Bill to safeguard youth seeking protected health services clears Senate. This is on Senate Democrats for Washington.gov. Olympia. Legislation to support youth seeking protected health care services in Washington passed the Senate on a 27-19 vote today. It's sponsored by Marco Lias. Under current law, if a child who has run away from home goes to a licensed shelter, that shelter is required to notify the parents unless a compelling reason applies. So that was the previous law. New law.
Compelling reason, probably they got a bruise.
Yeah, they got a bruise, or they're getting beat. Maybe they've been molested or something like that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. Unless there's actual physical damage. It ain't no compelling reason.
Bruises isn't enough?
No, that's actual physical damage. I don't want to hear they're doing stuff. Where's the proof?
They're doing stuff isn't enough?
Yo, you better call me. It's not enough. You know these children be calling.
Nah, that's enough. That's enough.
These children be calling CCC when their parents don't let them play the Xbox these days.
And they say that, and they imply that their parents are molesting them. No, that doesn't happen. Come on. That's crap.
I've heard these things.
Yeah, it happens like 5 times every decade.
Children are sick.
No, they're not.
Huh?
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
These children are not sick.
Bro, with the advent of TikTok, oh, yes, they are. They know everything.
Nah, they don't be giving.
They know how to get away with everything. Bro, they'll literally make a TikTok. I'll have millions of views. What to do when you're mad at your parents. They'll make these TikToks.
What do you do? That's too vague for anybody to make a TikTok like that. What do you do?
Something dangerous.
It could be anything from go take a walk to kill them. Like, what are you talking about?
All the CCC.
Nah, I'm not rolling.
Is it CCC? CPC. Child Protectors? Wait, CPS.
CPS.
There you go.
The new bill. The bill allows certified shelters. Certified, so that means the government, put the stamp on them. Certified shelters to contact the Department of Children, Youth, and Families in lieu of parents in certain additional instances, such as when a youth is seeking reproductive health services, abortions, or gender-affirming care. The headline was right. It wasn't cap. Couldn't believe it.
Dangerous game they're playing, man.
You said should my?
Huh?
You said should my?
Oh, I was wondering about the abortion. Like, should my kid be able to get abortion without my consent? That's a very invasive for surgery.
I think they probably should be able to.
Why wouldn't they want to? Why wouldn't you want to go through? That's the thing, right? I don't see why your parents wouldn't let you get it, but you just don't want to tell them about it for shame reasons.
There's some parents who, let's say you had a parent who would be like, no, you're not allowed to get it.
I don't really see. I would think the latter would happen. They'd want you to get it. You just don't want to get it. You just don't want to tell them about it. You don't want people to know about it.
That probably does happen more likely. I just don't. I feel like you shouldn't have to tell them at all.
Like, why would your parents say no? I mean, like, how religious could you be? Where like, oh, you have a baby, you're 16 with a kid. Why would they say no?
Some people are religious. But I mean, like, even for the shame reason, why is that not a good enough reason? Kind of a personal thing.
because I don't think I don't think uh I don't think an abortion is just getting a flu shot.
Just because it's a heavy thing to do doesn't mean
shit. There's no bill.
But like, why would the parent? I don't understand why the parents would need to know. For what? For what purpose? What's the purpose for the parent?
Can a child just get medical treatment without the parents' consent? I mean, even in a hospital, you're not allowed to do that unless it's like life on the line surgery.
This is a different type of medical treatment. It's not.
I don't know why it classified. Like, I don't know why I don't know why it would classify as. Yeah, just give it to them. They could just get an abortion without the parental saying yes. I allow my child to go through this. I'm saying surgery. I'm not sure if it's always surgery. I don't know. Sometimes you can just take a pill and it does its thing, but I'm pretty sure, like, you know, it'd probably be surgery.
I think the reason why is because it's healthcare, but it's not the type of healthcare that parents are.
This is shame healthcare.
Hold up.
This is not life-saving healthcare.
No. It's healthcare, but it's not the type of healthcare that parents are responsible for when it comes to their child. Parents are responsible for keeping their kids healthy, not for deciding when they have sex, how they have sex, whether or not they use contraception, or whether or not they get an abortion. So it's just like, it feels like it's a decision that can only be made by the person who decides to have sex, and parents don't have a hand in that decision. Like, your parent pays for you to go to the doctor. Your parent pays for you to get shots. Your parent has to have your immunization records, find you a doctor, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that applies. But sex is something that you do, so it's not really something that they're involved in.
I think I can accept that.
Okay, well, keep reading. The legislation would ensure that children who may not have supportive families at home do not end up on the street, but instead have shelter when seeking these protected health services. Now, this is when I read that, it was so nasty, and I'm happy that I now have the knowledge that this is essentially state propaganda from the Democratic senators from Washington. Let's read that again. The legislation would ensure that children who may not have supportive families at home do not end up on the street, but instead have shelter when seeking these protected health services. What they're saying is they're enacting this bill so that these kids have somewhere to go and aren't homeless when they want to get gender confirming surgery, gender affirming care. But they ran away from home. That's what the bill's for. It's for kids who ran away from home. If their parents were going to kick them out, it doesn't matter if you call them. If their parents kicked them out and they went to the shelter and then they called the parents would be like, yeah, don't send them back. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. That's just a lie. This is propaganda.
No, you don't. It's see, if they called the parents and said, yeah, we want to give them this care, and they said, no, don't give them the care, send them back. What it is that the kids want to get the care, and they say, yo, if you give my kid that care, don't send them back.
You think that's what they're saying?
Yeah. But that's the point. That's also still, like, you're still on point. It's like, if the parents say don't give them the care, don't give them the care. And send them back.
If they say, if you give them the care, then keep them there, what's the difference? Like, if your child runs away from home and you go, oh no, what happened to my kid? And then your kid comes back, they got their dick cut off. Like, either they're going to kick them out or they're going to accept them. But if they accepted them, then you just did it behind their back. If they kick them out, then we're at square one. All you're trying to do is give kids this gender-affirming care without letting their parents know. It's nasty shit. It's the state trying to involve themselves in family affairs. It's disgusting.
My kid. It's my kid. I will program them.
It's my kid.
Yo, it's disgusting, bro.
I'm gonna read this little excerpt from I don't know who this is. But this bill is such an important step towards protecting our at-risk youth in Washington, said Danny Askini, Executive Director of Gender Justice League. What the fuck? The superheroes. Fuck. It takes immense courage and bravery for trans youth to come out to their family and ask for support. All young people in Washington state should have the right to be safe, true to themselves, and to live free of violence. This bill helps us ensure the safety and opportunity of some of the most vulnerable young people we work with. Yeah,
they're superheroes, all right. The boys.
Yeah, this the 7th.
For the 7th.
This entire article, this entire bill is just a load of malarkey. Based on what I've read, this is nasty work. This is indoctrination. This is the state trying to intervene in parents' lives. Like, you know, the trans question. It's a tricky question because, you know, I think that trans people have a mental illness. But I also don't think that the way to help them is to give them gender affirming care. Like if I if I suffer nerve damage and I have depression because of that, the the treatment for my nerve damage isn't to cut off my arm so that, oh, well, I don't feel bad about the pain that I feel every day anymore, so I don't have depression. The treatment is to help me manage the negative feelings that I have, maybe give me some medication to deal with the nerve damage. But even in that scenario, the nerve damage is, there's something wrong with me. Something bad happened. These are perfectly healthy children who have something wrong with their head. And they try to fix a psychological problem with physical treatment. It doesn't make any sense.
But you know, when you actually look at it, what's the mental illness? Just all feeling based. They're just strong feelings, strong desires
that cause depression
or gender dysphoria.
Well, the problem isn't. I guess the problem isn't having gender dysphoria. It's that if you have gender dysphoria,
you've shown these symptoms.
No. It's that if you have gender dysphoria for a long period of time and it's not treated, then it turns into depression. Yeah,
but that what I'm saying is like there's just you look in the mirror and you don't recognize yourself. You don't like a certain male physical feature that you have, you know, things like that. It's just like, that's enough.
That's enough for what? For
to think that you would need gender affirming care, and that you're something else besides your biological sex.
Yeah, I mean, for them, I think the whole model of gender affirming care is already like people. It's like they've already come to a conclusion without trying all the options. It's like,
yeah, they're doing the options that are the nicest.
Yeah. The path of least resistance.
What? See, what about the gender rejection care? You know what I'm saying? Try that out.
I mean, they would argue that they experience that all the time.
Make them. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think they heard it from a doctor.
Hands for the doctor.
Oh. Well, hey man, I look. You're a science experiment. Go ahead, have at it. I mean, I just feel for the parents because if you live in Washington, at least I feel for the parents, man. It's like, damn, you trying to help them in the best way you think you can. They're telling you otherwise, and you know they show the studies and they say like, no, this is better, but it's so new.
Yeah, it is very new.
It's so new.
A lot of the research and studies that they've done, you know, it's new. Like they don't have the best studies out. They don't have, you know, a plethora of different experiments that they've run. It's all really, really new. And people are they're just flying blindly and they're just choosing whatever usually fits with their ideological leaning one way or the other most of the time.
So I saw an article, I sent it to you. In 1975, the Amsterdam study, in 1975, they had 34 people in their clinic. 2015, they have like
it was over 600. It was like 608 or like 680. I remember it was like 20 times. It was probably like 680 people that came into their clinic. So,
and it's like, okay, 680 people doesn't seem that much, but it's like now they're saying like, what are they saying, like 20% of the youth are transgender or at least LGBT?
Yeah, LGBT, queer in some sort of way.
I mean,
to me, that screams a social contagion.
You know, like at what point have we like kind of did too much? I don't know.
But you know what they would say? They would say,
they're finally free.
That and that, yeah, pretty much they're finally free. Not necessarily that there are all these people in the closet, but just that like more people are gay than they thought, or than everybody thought. Like maybe there's some dudes who were just like straight dudes. You know, they wanted to, you know, taste a little something once in a while.
Yeah, you taste a little something once. That's what you is. I ain't gonna hold you. Anyway, hey man, you got anything else for this, man? Man, if I was in, I mean, look, I'm not really scared. Like, I don't think my kid's gonna be trans. Even if they were, I guess it is what it is.
Like Dwayne Wade.
I don't think I can smile like him.
You wouldn't smile anymore?
I love you, I guess.
There's gotta be room for that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Cool. That's cool. No grandkids? I'm gonna adopt. See you there.
What were you saying?
What?
What were you saying?
I said grandkids.
No. Like, you were like, oh yeah, you were like, I don't think my kid's gonna be trans or something.
Yeah, I don't think my kid's gonna be trans, but yeah, if they are, like, it is what it is, man.
Yeah.
But certainly, I think a lot of it has to do with the propaganda. Holy shit, man! I gotta send my kid to Catholic school.
Sure, for sure, no question.
For sure.
Yeah, I guess my final thoughts on this is you know, I think I sympathize with the trans cause, but I think the push from the trans community and specifically from the government, when it happens in the government, it's really really gross because it is an ideological thing. It's not really scientifically based. It doesn't really make any sense. It's all kind of spectrum-y and wherever it is that you decide to draw the line, and for people to try to enforce that on other people, especially in the case with people's kids, where we're going, oh well, if you show up to the shelter, we'll just start giving you the gender affirming care, and we won't even call your parents. I mean, that's insane. That's 100% insane.
Hey man, for all these things, yo, I just really wish I could actually talk to a stable trans person that could actually, help me, help walk me through all this. I mean, it'd be nice to, I guess, maybe even talk to like one of these doctors that do this gender affirming care thing. When I think of them, I just think of like a crazy liberal. So get all wide eyed if I disagree with what they're saying. This is gender affirming care. What are you talking about? I just hope to talk to maybe a normal person. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if there's any out there that watch this video by happenstance, it'd be great to actually pick your brain about this stuff, because that's all a lot. Like, obviously there's a lot of people out there that refuse to accept anything, and why are you scared? If you truly believe the shit you believe, then it's like, why are you even scared of these people? That's why people will think like it's just a mental illness. Like, you can't even your lifestyle isn't even up for scrutiny.
Yeah,
like, I don't know. Like, imagine if someone said, I can't even compare it.
What, so religion?
No, I was gonna compare it to skin color, but it's not the same. I mean, imagine someone starts saying, "Yo, being heterosexual is lame," some shit. Like, all right, cool.
Yeah, that's the way I feel. But yeah, they would counter as like, well, you're a part of the oppressor class, or your thing is normalized in society, so it's easy for you to shrug off those types of denigrations or criticisms. But for
you think society could have an effect on how you feel about your own sexuality?
Yeah. Me personally, or people?
You personally.
I don't think so. Maybe. Well, when you say sexuality, I'm thinking very broadly. I'm not talking about whether or not I like women. I'm talking about like the type of women that I like. Maybe. It can probably affect that.
Certainly for me, yeah.
so I think it could, but I don't know.
Yeah. But to be fair, I mean, maybe I'm not parading around, but I don't give a fuck. There's certain types of women I might like that I'm like, yeah, that's for me. I like that.
Yeah. But you were asking me about whether or not society could affect.
Huh?
Like your take.
Well, yeah. There's some women that niggas be like, oh, you're weird for liking that type of woman.
You got an example?
Yeah. Like what do you call it? Like, imagine you think WNBA players are cute.
I'm talking about you specifically.
Don't put it on me. Oh shit. Yeah, you think, oh man, I love a WNBA player. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas,
I don't think dudes are like that. I think most of the only time a dude will be like, that's a little weird, is if you're into people who have like serious mental issues, like people who have like Down syndrome, or if you like girls who are really really young. Other than that, it's like,
what, the lolly?
No, like actually really young. That's what I'm saying. It's like, dudes don't care. Like, if you came through and you said, I like midgets, people were like, that's weird. I'll let you cook. We're like, hey man, I've seen a couple million ones. You know what I'm saying?
I seen a couple.
That's what I'm saying.
I seen a couple of them Downs girls, and I was like, you didn't see that one that was trending? And a fatty. Are you playing me? Go on Twitter right now.
I thought we made a connection here with the little people. You said I see a couple of Downs girl.
You brought it up. Go on Twitter right now.
I said those are the ones where people will look at you crazy.
Go on Twitter.
I'm not going on Twitter. I'm not going on a scavenger hunt.
No, it's not a scavenger. It was a trending video.
For the love of your life,
bro.
Who has Down syndrome.
Niggas put mad funny comments on it. She was hit.
I'm not going on Twitter.
She was hit.
Look, I'm sure maybe there's somebody out there who identifies as you. I'm not going on Twitter.
I probably wouldn't have hit it, but you know, you'll probably find it. Just type in sexy Downs. I don't know. Type that in on Twitter. Maybe you'll find something. Sexy Downs girl. It was a funny meme. It was trending for a while.
Anyway, that's it for this video. Let us know in the comment section below either how you feel about this bill, or if you think that there are sexy Downs girls out there. Other than that, like and subscribe. We'll catch you all on the next one. Peace out.